Hey, this is Asbog, and I'm going to talk to you about Elder Scrolls Online. It's going to go buy to play on March 17th of this year. And it's going to be released on consoles in June to all consoles. Elder Scrolls is a game that I've watched for a while, and I suspected that it was going to either go to free to play or to a buy to play model. Now I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen, a little bit about it, a little bit of history of this game. And if you're an MMO fan or creator, this is pretty exciting news. ZeniMax was a studio. It's not Bethesda. They basically, I guess, bought the license to use Elder Scrolls as a part of an MMO platform and to use the universe of Elder Scrolls. Now, Elder Scrolls Skyrim is a very popular game. In fact, there's 37,000 people playing it on Steam right now. People play with all kinds of mods, and people love this game because it's so free. You're allowed to basically do whatever you want. It sort of had an old UO style system where you just basically, whatever you trained in, you became that. And in Elder Scrolls, there's no skill cap limit, so you could just go and master everything if you wanted to. I played a warrior in Elder Scrolls Skyrim, which was a lot of fun. And there was really only about 40 or 60 hours of content, and then about 20 hours of content with the expansion if you really wanted to do everything. They created Elder Scrolls Online. Now, Elder Scrolls Online doesn't even really rank in like the top 100 games on Steam. A lot of people reviewed it and gave it a negative review because it had a paywall originally and really blocked a lot of people out. But now ZeniMax is sort of folded to the industry standard and creating a buy-to-play game, which will be released for PCs, including Mac, on March 17th. There's going to be released to console, which is what I believe the original game was supposed to be done for in June. So it's taken them a long time. And I was doing a lot more research into programming and developing an MMO because of SOTA, or Shroud of the Avatar. It kind of interests me on the creation of this MMO. And creating an MMO is the most difficult game you can create. It's not the multiplayer element, because you can basically host that on usually the person's computer. Like if they play a game together, like with you and your friend, like a real-time strategy. And it's not the universe really of the game. That's not hard. It's the massively part that's the hardest part. It's creating the interaction between thousands of characters, which is the hardest part. So this is what's made ESO sort of had a rough launch, if you want to call it, I bet. It's because it's so difficult. And I guess the coding even, I was reading this extensive article about Guild Wars 2, took like genius level coding, takes a massive team of people. But the good thing is ZeniMax has all these pieces to make a great game. Now, Elder Scrolls, originally I thought it was very good. It had a lot of components. The weakness of it is it's designed for a console system. A lot of game structures now are cross-ported. So they're not really believers in the PC master race. One of the big problems with Elder Scrolls, and again with game balance, is they should allow every person to use every skill possible. In Elder Scrolls, you really only have like 6 or 7 skills that you can use at one time. That is a big problem because they have so many cool skills that you could use, but you can't use them. So, I mean, you can only use like 5 or 6 skills. Man, that's just really bad. Remember, in World of Warcraft, you could use any skill you wanted. You just had to program it to your UI. And the reason why ZeniMax has done this is to basically make the Care Bears happy for consoles. But it's really going to shaft over and dummy down a otherwise good game. Now, this is overall really great news, though, regardless, for Elder Scrolls Online, for them going to a buy-to-play model. It's going to make it so a ton of new players are going to come in. I imagined if they took it free-to-play, they would get about 10 times as many people as they play the game now. I did a video and I did some research. I think they have about 400,000 paying subscribers at the moment. So they still have a lot of people, but a lot of people have turned off. And an MMO gaming structure is why everything's gone free to play, or games like Smite and everything which require large communities of people to play, is that that's just how the industry is. 10 years ago, it was different. Today, 2004, 2003 or whatever, things were different. You could, very limited competition. But you see a game like Warframe that's on Steam right now, it's got 27,000 players playing this game. It's a free-to-play game. Now, the caveat is Elder Scrolls Online is going to have something called crowns. These crowns are basically going to be a currency that you can use to buy mounts and buy, additional content to the game. Now, Elder Scrolls had a lot of content, but the problem is the veteran ranking system made the game really dull. You basically got to go through all the content of all the continents, which was okay, but there really wasn't like any more zones. And then they raised the level cap real quick in that game to like you could get to veteran rank 10, and then they said, okay, well, veteran rank 15, I think, and then they changed it quickly to people were hitting it so quick they wanted you to keep playing and paying the subscription that they just kept raising the veteran cap, and it left a lot of people behind, and it also created an imbalance in the PvP. Now, I've done some more research, and I'm going to tell you, for those people who just played Elder Scrolls for like a month or whatever and want to return back, they haven't done anything with PvP, unfortunately. They just still have the two battleground servers, from what I understand, and that's it. But if you previously owned Elder Scrolls, you'll be able to play it, come back for free. You'll have it, and all you have to do if you want to buy those mounts and stuff is pay the $15, or you basically get coins. Now, if you become an Elder Scrolls Plus member, this is a substitute for their subscription. You get 10% better experience point gain, 10% bonus to crafting research, 10% bonus to crafting inspiration game, and 10% bonus to gold acquisition. And they have 30, 90, and 100-day memberships. This isn't really a big deal. This game had a lot of potential. They had a lot of things right. They have blocking in the game where you can kind of counterattack. But for people who just don't like MMOs, you're not going to like the game, obviously, because it still has a grinding element. Some of the stories were actually pretty cool. I kind of get tired. I just want a power level. I want to be a power gamer and what they call like a min-maxer. And I play these games pretty much only to PvP. I want a PvP and dunk kits. So when I got to the battlegrounds, since this is a massive battleground, the problem is you got 40 people on your screen. It would just glitch out the screen and make it real laggy. They need to develop battlegrounds like a capture the flag thing that World of Warcraft had, where you have basically a 10 on 10, and you can have guilds fight each other, or whoever can queue up. That way you create a much more narrow focus instead of a zerg-like PvP experience. The current battleground they have is very dynamic, and like I said, they're on the right path. Now, some other things have changed in the game. They've actually gotten rid of, I guess, a lot of the bots, a lot of the duping. They've added a dying system. And a new thing that's coming out with this new upgrade is the justice system, which is something they promised a while back. Again, it takes a lot to program stuff in these MMO games and to keep everything in balance. The justice system is going to replace, I guess, the veteran system. But it's sort of similar to what Skyrim has. Like if you steal something from someone, guards can attack you. It'll be a little bit more a dynamic system, from what I understand. It's in development, and it'll be out next month. If you like MMOs and you want sort of a pseudo experience into what Elder Scrolls had, because remember, this is a multiplayer experience, check it out. You might like this game. That concludes this video. I'll see you guys in the next chapter. Subscribe if you like the channel and you guys want to get more tips, reviews, and other information about video games. I'll check you guys out later, and I'll see you guys in the next chapter.